Hi ladies, it's Jamie. Thanks for watching. I apologize. I am not in my normal office studio, so please excuse the scenery in the background. I'm in the process of moving, so my house looks pretty bare right now. But I wanted to jump in here and do a video really quickly on something I'm super passionate about. This video is called Stumble Uphill, Baby. I love reading self-help books, watching videos by Jordan Peterson, Robert Greene, Stephen Covey, just any motivational, goal-oriented book that I can get my hands on. And I heard this comment, I believe it was by Jordan Peterson, and he talked about you always stumble when you go uphill. So if you are on a journey to something, whether it's learning a new skill, going back to school, transforming yourself into any amazing person, it's going to be a struggle. You're going to have some setbacks, and there are going to be many days that you're going to feel like an imposter. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay. I hate to use a tired old cliche, but the sentence, fake it till you make it, really does apply. You can be terrified inside of what you are about to embark upon, and you may lack the confidence. You may feel so awkward and insecure, but you just put one step in front of the other and you just go for it. I know when I first started teaching, I didn't know what I was doing. I was a district manager for a clothing company when I was young, in my early 20s, and I had no clue how to hire people and fire people and do any of that stuff. When I first started in real estate and flipping houses, I cried my way through the whole first house because I had no clue what I was doing. But you just have to try. You just have to step. It's kind of like jumping out of an airplane. I actually did go skydiving because I wanted to prove to myself that if I could do that, I could do anything. That if I could jump out of an airplane, nothing else would scare me. And so it's kind of like that. It's kind of like taking that first step into the unknown, not knowing what's going to happen, but you know at least you're going to try and you're going to give it your best shot. I have a website where I encourage women to be the best that they can be, to be a high value woman. I believe that all women and all men are created with enormous worth and great value. God says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. However, we don't always come across as that high value woman. We get anxious, we get nervous, we get stressed, we get depressed, bipolar, all the other labels that people put on us and we put on ourselves. And we don't always show up as the classy, confident, amazing, wonderful, sweet, kind, generous, yet fierce and professional woman that we were created to be. I believe that we were created to be all of it. That's why my website is called She's Everyday. She can be everything every day that God created her to be. This woman doesn't have to be pigeonholed into one category. She doesn't have just one character or one persona. And I hate it when women say, well, I can't help it. That's just who I am, or that's just how I act, or I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I absolutely hate that. Because we are so multifaceted and God has given us so many different characteristic traits, wonderful traits that we can use. It's like a toolbox of character traits that we can use and we can pull out at any point in time that we need to. When I talk about relationships, and maybe you've been in a relationship where you are really struggling with this guy and you've gotten yourself anxious and upset and insecure and maybe a little toxic, maybe you're overthinking, you're way too sensitive, you've just gotten yourself in a mess. And you read my e-course on She's the One or She Heals, and it talks about how to be a high value woman, how to adopt the 35 traits that I detail to be this high value woman. And you start transforming to her. You may feel like an imposter at times. You are going to struggle. Again, you might stumble. But you're going uphill. You're going somewhere great. You're sculpting yourself. You are painting a masterpiece of yourself. When you embark on that journey of a transformative experience to reach the top level of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the self-actualization level, when you are embarking on that, it's going to be tough and you're going to struggle. You're going to fall backwards a time or two. Your emotions are going to run out of control. You're going to have an angry episode. You're going to find yourself crying over something silly. You're going to struggle. And that's okay. Don't stop climbing. Don't give up. Just keep working towards what you want. Again, you're going to feel like an imposter. You're going to feel like you're not confident, but you're trying so hard to act like you are. Over time, if you just keep practicing and implementing these high value traits and jumping into the unknown and doing something courageous, over time, that will become the new you. You will start to develop habits that transform you into this person that maybe in a year from now or 2 or 3 years from now, I don't know how long it's going to take, you're going to look back and go, wow, this was really worth it. And this is who I am. You just had to cultivate it. I would just like to encourage you to keep practicing becoming the woman that you want to be. And one day you will look in the mirror and say, oh, there she is. Ladies, I want to see you win. I want to see you have amazing relationships. I will link my website in the description below. It's sheseveryday.com. Get one of my e-courses. Hit the like, hit the follow. It costs you nothing. I would greatly appreciate it. God bless you guys. I will see you in the next video.